Hey, it's time for the weekend check-in. Let's go to the weekend check-in. This is sponsored by Hampton by Hilton for the stay. I want to check in on the two programs that made coaching hires by the time that we recorded this show. The coaching carousel has begun, but I'm going to check in on the two programs that actually made decisions. Okay. Michigan State hires Jonathan Smith. Jonathan Smith was the Oregon State coach, spent 6 years there. He played there, Pac-12 Coach of the Year last season. This is a great hire. I feel really bad for Oregon State. I'm sure it was hard for Jonathan to leave, but with where they're at and where they're headed, with no spot to land in conference realignment, I don't think that he had any other choice. And now he goes to Michigan State, and he's a perfect guy for Michigan State because in a lot of ways, he plays the way that Michigan State wants to play and has played in order to be successful. He's been really good at Oregon State developing a physical, run-oriented, tough team. And he's done it at a place that's hard to do. So Jonathan Smith at Michigan State, I feel like, is a really good fit. He was 34-35 as the Oregon State head coach, 18-7 over the last two seasons after coming in there when they were just like the dregs, man. They didn't have anything going for them, and he built them into what they are now. And then the last one, Texas A&M reportedly agrees to a deal with Mike Elko. Elko was the defensive coordinator at A&M for a few years and really successful defensive coordinator. He had built them into a defense that his first year was, I believe it was like 48th in the country in scoring defense, and he got them all the way to his last year. They were a top 5 scoring defense before he went to Duke. He's obviously had some success at Duke and made them a competitive and tough program. He was the ACC Coach of the Year last year. So he was the coordinator 4 seasons, 2018 to 2021 at A&M. Duke the last couple of years. You can't mention this without saying, like, there were reports out on Saturday that Mark Stoops was going to be the guy at A&M. And that wasn't going over well with the A&M folks. And kind of similar to, remember, but dissimilar in the way that they did it. Let's just say like the fan base kind of revolted on social media. And then that fell apart, and it fell apart pretty quick to the point where Mark Stoops issued basically a social media post that says, I know there's been much speculation about me and my job situation the last couple of days. It's true I was contacted about a potential opportunity this weekend, but after celebrating a big win against our rivals with players I love like family, I knew in my heart I couldn't. I don't think that's how it went down, but you know what? It is what it is. Mike Elko looks like he's going to be the next coach at Texas A&M. Is he the guy that's going to take you to the promised land? Maybe. I don't know. Everyone's telling me that Texas A&M should be like competing at the top end of college football, even though that they haven't for the better part of the last 2 decades. 2 10-win seasons since leaving the Southwest Conference when it imploded, since the inception of the Big 12. But they got recruiting base. They've got support. They've got facilities. It is there. When you walk in there, it's like the plans for the building. The blueprint is like, yeah, that's going to be an awesome building. And then it starts to be being built, and you're like, never quite comes all the way around, if you know what I mean. It's interesting. A&M's just an interesting one. They should be better than what they are. They haven't been. Mike Elko is now the head coach.
Thank you for watching the Joel Klatt Show YouTube channel. And if you liked this clip, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and you can stay up to date on all of my college football coverage.